I'm standing outside the living quarters and command section of the Belbek Airbase, which was the portion of the base which the Ukrainian Air Force retained control of after Russian forces occupied the runway, the hangars, and the magazine on the hill above about 3 weeks ago. The colonel here has been trying to hold out very, very defiantly ever since Russian forces arrived. And they've almost daily been telling him to surrender, lay down his arms and go home. He's always said, I'm not going anywhere until I get orders from Kiev. It seems those orders never arrived. And today at about 3 or 4 o'clock, vast numbers of so-called self-defense forces, which are essentially Cossacks and local thugs, armed with assault rifles and baseball bats, arrived, backed by professional Russian troops with armored personnel carriers and armored jeeps with heavy machine guns mounted on the roof. And they used those armored personnel carriers to punch through the gates, punch through the fences. We believe 5 came in from different directions. They used stun grenades, and they did fire their weapons as they stormed this area, although as far as we understand, no one was seriously injured. Belbek Air Base has been kind of the symbolic center of resistance ever since Colonel Yuli Mamsur led his men up to the runway to demand their jobs back in a remarkable standoff 2 weeks ago. Colonel Mamsur has always been very media savvy, and there's been a webcam streaming over the gate for the past several days at least, which we've all been watching in anticipation of this storm. It seems that the Russians became aware of it at some point. They didn't remove it before they moved in, which allowed people to watch a lot of this, but it sounds like they've finally pulled that down.